being fully transparent of what this bill does. Just to be very clear, Section G, in essence, bans nearly all semi-automatic rifles and shotguns.
Justin Trudeau targets hunters and farmers with his latest gun grab. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. Every time the Trudeau Liberals start talking about gun control, they say it's about making our streets safer. They claim it's about making you safer, the public. But their latest gun grab isn't aimed at doing anything to improve public safety. It's aimed at hunters and farmers, the very thing that they've said they wouldn't do. It relates to the legislation, Bill C-21. This is the legislation that codifies what they announced back in May of 2020. Back then, shortly after the Nova Scotia massacre, Justin Trudeau showed up at a news conference with his cabinet ministers and said that he was going to target military-style assault rifles. He said that these were weapons of war that didn't belong on the street. Well, now they've proposed an amendment to this legislation, Bill C-21, and they've proposed it at the last moment. The committee's already heard from witnesses. They've had all the testimony they can have. They're supposed to be moving on to a clause-by-clause consideration of the bill, seeing if there's anything that needs tweaked. This is customary with big legislation. But instead, what the Liberals did was put forward a whole series of amendments, including one, G4 it's called, that fundamentally changes the meaning of this bill. Here's Conservative MP Raquel Dancho.
The Liberal government with this amendment is moving to ban almost all semi-automatic shotguns and rifles. So we're talking bird hunters. Bird hunters use semi-automatic shotguns, Mr. Chair. So the Liberal government for 7 years has been saying, no, we respect hunters. We would never come after their firearms. It's not about that. It's about safety of our communities. But with this amendment, there will be well over 1 million, likely more, semi-automatic, perfectly reasonable standard hunting guns that are banned like this.
In Canada, it's illegal to have a magazine that can hold more than 5 rounds or cartridges for these types of firearms. So having a gun that can hold a magazine that is larger than that would also be illegal. It's illegal already. But what the Liberals are doing with this is not saying that we're making it illegal for you to have a bigger magazine. They're making the gun itself illegal. They're taking away hunting and rifles used by farmers to control varmint and other critters that will come after their livestock, other animals of prey that you need to be wary of when you live out in the farm, far away from police officers or conservation officers or bylaw officers. They're doing this to try and wedge the Conservatives once again. They're doing this to try and scare the public and make them believe that they're acting on public safety. Meanwhile, they're still pushing through legislation that will reduce gun crimes for repeat multiple offenders on things like gun smuggling, selling illegal firearms, use of a firearm in commission of a robbery or extortion. They're lowering the sentences for gangsters and getting tough on hunters and farmers. It makes no sense, except that it allows the Liberals to try and change the channel off the Emergencies Act inquiry, off of election interference from China, and all the other bad news. It allows them to change the channel from that and make people believe that they're trying to do something about public safety. They're not. Once again, they're pointing their aim at the wrong target. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.